welcome to everything you're going to need to know as a Bricklink store owner about the new Bricklink and LEGO Account Integration. As a store owner, you will have received emails about this, and this banner has been on the website for some time now. It's a fairly wordy page that you are taken to, but I'm going to break it down and give you the highlights so you can get on with doing what you want to do rather than all of this. So, quick overview. It is coming September the 18th. That email dropped this week, so you have got a month to get yourself sorted. They will be introducing a single sign-in across lego.com and Bricklink. So if you have the same email on your LEGO account as you use for your Bricklink account, your Bricklink account will default to the username and avatar actually that appears on lego.com. There is no avoiding it. You have to have a LEGO account to have a Bricklink account. Anyone without that by December 31st will have their account deleted and all of their data anonymized. This is going to impact usernames, store identities, and yet to be revealed what the updates to their policies are, and that will include buyer and seller policy updates. Those are due in the summer of 2025. There is no avoiding it, as I've said, so you're going to have a LEGO account that is matched to your Bricklink account. And there's been a fair bit of debate on different forums around whether or not LEGO are going to police people buying sets to part out. The usual conspiracy theories are rife. Ignore the lot. LEGO are in this to make money, and you buying it from them and then selling it and then making money from you selling it is good business. Okay, break it down. User IDs and avatars. Your custom ID card picture will be removed and replaced with one of these things. The yellow brick road is already secured, and you can choose from a very limited array of LEGO avatars. This is the bit that we are talking about. This avatar here, mine looks shocking, don't worry about it, and this username here are the things that will default to what you have on your lego.com account. There will be an option to download your existing ID pic, but given that you uploaded it, you probably have it. That says it's going to be available from summer 2025. I haven't even checked to see whether that's possible yet. It will be replaced with the standard LEGO style avatars, those, and there will be limited customization, color and minifigure options, those, of which if you've gone in and had a look at them, they're absolutely rubbish. What it's going to mean for usernames and store names ultimately. Now these are the same but different, so pay attention if you are a store owner. Your LEGO account nickname will become your Bricklink username. This bit here. Store names must also follow the nickname rules, and we'll go through those in a minute in more detail, but generally no LEGO, no IPs, no geographic names, no personal information, and no profanity. Take a quick look at the stores in your region, how many of them are called Gary's Bricks or Location Bricks or stuff like that. None of that is going to be permissible. So you need to update your username and store name in turn. Not that you need to do anything with your store name, but you need to go onto lego.com via the link that's on Bricklink, or just go to your account settings on lego.com and change your username to that you want it to be. And that's a bit of a process. People have had mixed results. Schmick Bricks here in Australia, for instance, couldn't have Schmick because it was referring to illegality, apparently. So he couldn't get Schmick Bricks. He tried Schmick Brick and got it. 30 days later, went on and added the S, and that was fine. So those of us that started this process when it came out a while ago are probably in an advantage that they've got one name and changed it to another. I myself managed to get the Yellow Brick Road, which is actually the name of the store on Bricklink, but having tried to remove it won't allow me to do it because of their rules. It doesn't give you specifics, it just says it doesn't meet their nickname rules. A side note from all of that around the why. So there's plenty on there saying, oh, they're going to kill off Bricklink, they're going to stop us selling, the usual tinfoil hat doom mongers. But much of this is driven by the European GDPR rules. Lego System AS, which is like a PTY or a limited, but in Denmark, has become the data controller of that within Europe and other jurisdictions. There's a couple of exclusions, but as such, they are now bound by European GDPR rules. There will be updates to privacy policy and terms of service. This is where everyone's getting a little bit twitchy that Lego are going to say you can't part out parts that you bought from them. Look, as I've said, they're in it to make money, and there will be even stricter compliance with Lego brand standards. So using Lego identities, Lego references, Lego IP, all of the things that they've actually mentioned. It seems at the moment that they're policing the name change with AI, including the little symbol before integration is the AI symbol. So it ain't perfect, but it's happening. Oh, I've gone the wrong way there. Anyway, quick mention of GDPR. Integration is partly about streamlining the logins. So people will remember the shutdown in 2023, where people were able to access personal information, probably via the emails to start with, and so on. This helps tighten up that cybersecurity aspect, but it also brings Bricklink under their GDPR compliant framework that's in existence across Europe, and breaches get big penalties, so they're going to do it. However, the US is controlled separately, and that's a little bit different, but anyway, the fact that that is such, they withdrew from China because of their data control policy wouldn't fit under the Lego data control policy, and the US has a slightly different one. I'm not sure what that will end up looking like, but anyway, for those of you who didn't know what GDPR, you've learned something today. Right, the all-important naming rules. No Lego or IP references, so you can't have Lego in your name, you can't have references to themes, Star Wars, Ninjago, any of those things. Anything that's IP is off the list. You can't use Lego, as I've said, or variations of it. So all of those Gen Z or whatever they are now, alphas, whatever they are, I don't know, that are like using this, that and the other to spell letters because they can't spell, you can't do that either. No third-party IPs, so Star Wars bricks, Marvel Builder, Hot Wheels, Barbie, Bluey, all of those kind of things, they will be someone else's IP, so Lego won't allow them because they'd be liable for IP breach because it's on their platform, and because of the data protection rules, they are the person that's enabled it. No geographic or personal information. So Hey Bricks is probably the case study that springs to mind. Hayley was in her store name. She isn't allowed it. She wasn't allowed it. She appealed it. They rebuked the appeal, and then she's had to go through a whole process of renaming the entire store. Similarly, cities, countries, postcodes will all be not allowed. So if your name is Geelong Bricks, you're doomed. If it is Sydney Bricks, who knows? I haven't seen anyone test that theory yet, but I know Noosa Bricks couldn't get that. Noosa Paradise Bricks or Noosa Bricks Paradise, whatever it is, he couldn't have the bricks in the middle of it, but seemed to be able to work around it. So sometimes it's a case of just trying different variations on Lego. No real names, initials, surnames, or personally identifiable information. yeah, speaks to the previous point, but you can't be called, I couldn't be called Richie's Bricks. No email addresses or references to social media accounts. That's always been in the T's and C's, and many a store has been suspended because of it, because someone's dubbed them in, but they're obviously formalizing that and saying you can't have it in your username. No inappropriate, sensitive content, profanity, hate speech, drugs, violence, weapons obviously falls within kind of the LEGO Group Charter for Play, so it makes sense that that would all be there. No words related to religion, politics or cultural references, which is where Schmick might have come up as a flag. I can't readily think of any other obvious stores that I've come across. I don't think you get any like the Conservative Party Brick Company, or I don't know what you might get in cultural references, but anyway, none of that is allowed. And any word that could harm LEGO's family-friendly brand image. Now that is a vague one, and we have no idea what that really could encompass, but it's definitely a bit of a catch-all, which probably gives them an out on anything that they deem inappropriate now or moving forward. They've also got a note on the kind of the T's and C's as it stands around that these things are subject to review and amendment moving forward. So what is true now may be different in 6 months, a year's time. So what are the big actions from this? Sounds like Wankonomics here, don't I? What's the actions before C or B? You need to download your ID card picture when available, if you really give a damn. I don't. I've got the logo files saved everywhere, so it's not important to me. Review and update your Bricklink username and store name. I will put the link to that part of the lego.com site in the description down below for you to jump straight to it. If you haven't done it, time is ticking. Test the compliance with the LEGO nicknames rules. They do that for you. As I've said, there is a number of Australian stores that have found dropping a letter, moving a space, things like that has changed the game in terms of what is and isn't allowed. So test and learn. Watch for the emails on the policy updates. Expected summer 2025. I'm not sure what everyone classes as summer, because I thought it was summer in the Northern Hemisphere currently, so maybe that'll come out just before the 18th or on the 18th, who knows, but it's going to be a quick read to make sure everyone's compliant. And then think wider. How does any name change affect your store or business? Do you have little business cards you put in your orders? Do you have a website? Do you have an email? Is your social media handles all lined up? Do you do advertising? All of those things, they're all going to be impacted by any potential name change that's forced upon you because of the new rules. And that's it. Here is the page on lego.com. Link for this is down below as well. Buried in amongst this is the link that takes you to lego.com, so you can go and kind of change your name, test your name and all of that stuff, and all of the terms and conditions are here for you to read yourself, in case you don't believe me. But hopefully that gives you a bit of a heads up and a bit of an easy to understand guide of what you need to do and what is coming. It ain't huge, but it is a pain in the backside for many of us, but there's no avoiding it. They are the masters of Bricklink, and we will endeavour to work through this. Thanks a lot. If you've enjoyed this, like, subscribe, share it, make sure any store owners you know are all over this as well, and I'll see you again.